Yo, mic check? Yes. Game audio? Check. Game window? Check. It all works. A stream title? Probably. Yeah, okay. For the first time in recorded history, we're actually prepared to stream. So the update came out yesterday. The Rainpunk update. I didn't have a chance to play it. I was finishing with some conference submissions. I have a chance to play today. And I've been thinking a bit about what we need. So if we head over to the Smoldering City, our main resource gap right now, or our bottleneck, is food, unquestionably. But we're also kind of low on artifacts. It'd be nice to get a couple more of them, because we're going to need 30, 60, 90, 104, 128. We're going to need 128 more artifacts to finish everything in the Citadel, when we have 49. So we're going to need to farm some eventually. And we have an opportunity to do it on this levitating monument, which is a modifier that I just think is fun. So we're going to play, I think, like our second Cursed Royal Woodlands game ever. We're going to get some extra artifacts, we're going to grab some food. I also don't remember this being an embarkation bonus. I wonder if that's new in the patch, or I just never paid attention to it. So, Cursed Royal Woodlands, what's important? I think there's fertile soil. There is fertile soil. Would be nice having humans. Would also just be nice having beavers, because there's a lot of wood production. Oh, what is this? Pipes. Oh, is this our parts gone and replaced with pipe? No, they're still parts. Oh, they still come with parts. I guess you just start with pipes now, too. Okay, that's fair. Also, these have all changed. Like, they didn't used to start with 6 of everything. That's new. Anyway, what if we just took this one? Because it's harpies, and we like harpies, and it's 2 extra people. And we're going to want to play with the Rainpunk stuff, and harpies are probably good at it, because they like alchemy. Yeah, I just don't love lizards, man. Let's try this one. What else do we want to bring? We start with all of our normal construction materials, so that's nice. We don't really have to worry about that. We could just bring 3 extra people right out of the gate and have an enormous workforce. So this is 8, 10, 13 people to start. That's got to be pretty good. And then maybe like some oil for glade events, and then maybe like packs of provisions. I don't think so. So maybe just like extra food. I don't know. That looks fine. Looks good enough. Let's just get in there and play the game. So I haven't read patch notes at all. I only very briefly skimmed what the update looked like. There's a lot of text. I'll figure it out. I don't have time to read all that right now. Oh, you have diagonal roads now. Okay. I can almost promise you we're never going to build one of those. They look very ugly. Now, where do we want to expand? We don't know whether these are dangerous for forbidden glades because we're on Cursed Royal Woodlands, but we know that there is almost never a forbidden glade next to your starting glade. Also just noted, what are you? Blightrot. Expected Hearth Corruption rate. Okay, so it just has like a UI element now? And Corruption's the same? Yeah, Corruption's the same. You still have Blightrot cysts to generate. You presumably still have to burn them. We know all about that. We're good. So give me 1 woodcutter. We'll work our way into here. Give me, I don't know, 2 woodcutter. We can work our way over here. And then give me stonecutter's camp. Give me a small forager's camp. We also have humans and beavers. So we've actually, by virtue of taking 8 harpies, we've pretty much gotten exactly the species that we want to have. So you have to be a little excited about that. Anyway, get building. Mysteries. Wait, what is this? Oh, storm water, clearance water, drizzle water. Okay. 3 to global resolve for 3 minutes every time you discover a new glade in Drizzle. So we really want to open glades in Drizzle. Max sack stacks lowered by 1. That's fine. Don't discover dangerous or forbidden glades during storm. That's fine. Resistance is down. That's fine. Queen's Impatience grows 5% faster for every Blightrot cyst in your settlement during storm. Okay, so we just want to burn them as soon as they show up. That's fine. We can do that. That's doable. Let's do like 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 2. And then we'll just do 1 human in here. And I actually kind of want to just crack a glade right now, because we'll get the resolve bonus. And that'll be all good. Houses, we'll probably want to go back here so that they're far away from the warehouse. So after you guys get this glade open, we'll probably just clear cut back here. Cornerstone me. Driving water is new. Water is not only used to power engines, woodcutting speed will increase by 10% for every 150 units of water used in rain engines. Okay, I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to take it right away. Also, Zorg's secret ingredient is here. So we're probably just going to be taking that, and then hard focusing pickled goods. The stone marker training is fine, Prosperous Archaeology is fine, but Zorg's secret ingredient is busted. And then show me orders, and then we'll take a look at our blueprints, and we will heavily prioritize something that allows us to make pickled goods. Which also probably means don't use vegetables for now. We'll almost certainly want to pickle those instead. Alright, what do we got? What are you? Drizzle Water Geyser. Underground deposits of infused rainwater heated by a nearby volcano. Hydrothermal eruptions released at high above the ground can be extracted with a geyser pump and used to power rain engines and production buildings. Okay. We can make one of these things. It uses all of our planks, and it's drizzle water. Used to power rain engines in food-oriented buildings. You're not a food-oriented building. I guess we don't have food-oriented buildings yet. Is this a small glade? This might have been a small glade. That's a little unfortunate. Anyway, what do you want? Complete 4 trade routes. Give us a ghost chest. Give you 20 oil. Otherwise you just leave. Sure, we can do that. We'll take care of that. We have 50 minutes to do that. Okay, let's go figure out what a rain engine is. Oh my god, it's so big. There's so much stuff in there. Geyser pump. Specialization bonus beavers. Okay, we need to get a food building first. Let's let the orders come in so that we can figure out what we're doing with our lives. I want you to cut these. And how far back are you going? You're going back to that tree right there. You to you. And then back through. And then back through. Is roughly where houses are going to go. So get to work on that. Alright, orders. What do we got? Human resolve above 22. They're currently at 14, but that's with the plus from Drizzle. It's not going to happen for a while. Or have 15 copper ore to get +2 to copper bars production. I don't believe Cursed Royal Woodlands has mines. Is this true? And also, where do I check that? Here? It does have copper here somewhere. Interesting. I still don't know that I want it. Like, eventually we'll get 22 human resolve, but this gives us tool. Maybe the better way to look at this is we spend 15 copper ore, which we're not going to use, to get 6 tools. I think it's better to look at it that way, honestly. Complete 2 glade events to get planks, tools, and 3 people. This to get 4 people and a bit of amber. Don't mind that. And then we already know we're going to have to trade. But then this gives us +2 flour. But then this gives us tools. Yeah, we'll probably be fine on tools. And we're going to need to build human houses and beaver houses. Yeah, sure. Alright, so that's our opening gambit, I think. Now, what are we doing in here? Many farm buildings. Or a provisioner. I'd really love to take a farm building first, honestly. Greenhouse can use drizzle water. Can I see what that means on your building panel? No. But I do know that I like greenhouse a lot. But I really wish I knew where fertile soil was, but I don't want to really open a second... Do I want to open a second glade? I don't know, man. Like, not really, honestly. But maybe. Let's just crack this one open quick and see what we got. You think I could just get in there really quick so I can see what I'm dealing with? I'm sure it'll be fine. And then for you, eventually I think we'll want a road like here. Is that right? Yeah. So it's over 2 and then road on 3. Over 2, road on 3. Extend you out. Because if we don't find soil, I actually wouldn't mind taking Provisioner. It would let us snap build these packs for provisions with something we find somewhere, surely. We'd work it out. Just show me what's inside here real quick. Oh, I see soil, actually. We're fine. Yeah. Okay, Totem of Denial, we can do. That's oil. Blocks the ability to stack goods, that's fine. Just go and investigate. Ghost, what do you want? If we don't do it, you just leave. You want us to rebuild 1 ruin? Yes, I can do that for you. I can do that for you very easily. And you found me farm, and it's not that far from our warehouse. So this, I love for us. And I think what we might want to do, and this may surprise you, is as much as I would like to... Wait, can you pickle roots? Hang on. Recipes. Pickled goods. You can pickle roots. So is there any reason to not take herb garden over small farm? I don't think so. I think herb garden is pretty much always better. So we'll take herb garden. Now we've got 1-star pickled goods at a cellar, but that is plenty good enough for what we need it for. It's also a 1-star jerky, which is like fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. There's also a press. Can't really do much with oil. Stamping mill, probably... Well, actually, maybe we need to take pottery first. Hang on. This also gets us flour. It also gets us copper bars randomly, which might be like a bad source of metal if we need it. Maybe I do take stamping mill over cellar here. Oh, and now we get granary. Well, that worked out perfectly. Do I want anything else? Like, smithy would be nice for tools. Alchemist would be nice for crystallized dew, I guess. That would be our metal source, but I really just want to go all in on pickled goods right now. Because we do that, and then our food situation is sorted forever. So that's going to be an herb garden here as soon as it's done. It's going to be a granary. Could get a nice little 2x2 block here, but I'd much rather have it go here. So let's just adjust you slightly. Stick a granary in there. Also, now that we're done with those first 3 picks, we know we're going to need a crude workstation. then how do we want to set up on this fertile soil? I honestly can't even see what's going on in there because all these trees are in the way. So maybe we just get everything cleared first. And then what else we have in here? We have a copper mine. So copper veins do spawn in Cursed Royal Woodlands. Good to know. We have a large clay deposit that we can work. Small bleeding tooth mushroom, and we need a large herbalist camp for that. This is okay, though. I think we're done opening glades for a while, but this is a pretty reasonable start. I also wonder, what if I just, like, started building houses here? So I don't think you have anything to do right away. We could do 4 packs of crops. Pickled goods you're going to use pottery for, and roots or vegetables, and you're going to go until you have like 100 of those. And then fabric, eventually you'll probably use plant fiber for, you'll go until you have 30 of that. But I'd like to put a human in there, and I don't currently have a human available because they are working in the foragers camp. So I think that's going to be migration wave for next year is when we staff that. And then next to it we can put the stamping mill, because that's another 2x2. We can put 4 decorations behind it. It'll all work out. Oh, we can make pipes in here. Oh god, that's a lot of metal. Holy cow. Oh no. 10... No, we don't need to do fabric. Just 10 and 10, and try and use stone, but we're going to make those bricks go as long as we can, hopefully. Oh, and you can use water. Okay, so let's figure this out. Connect pipe. Okay, so you spend pipes to connect the building to a water geyser. And then it causes blight rot spread. Does that replace corruption? I think that replaces corruption, so that is now the mechanic through which blight rot cysts spawn. Noted. Okay, that is where that's going to go. Farm is going to go here. This is going to be a road. Trim that back. And then we should be able to set this up by drizzle. Metal veins is done. Do I need to accept this right now? No, I don't have immediate plans for the Kohler tools. So let's just wait on it. That, I like keeping. And that's the only, you know what they're called, abandoned cache that we found so far. Okay. Okay. If I were going to tile hearths, where would the second one go? It would go in the woods. We could build that. And you're making space for houses. You're done with clay already. Very efficient. You do have one more deposit down here that you can work on, though. But I'm very pleased with your progress. And do we have enough planks for this? No, we need one more. Alright, in that case, throw a harpy in there. You probably don't need to be there anymore, just so we have an idle builder. And then in Storm, we can cut a bunch of our woodcutters, because we're going to need to for Resolve to not go insane. And honestly, as soon as you're done with these boards, you're dropping them off. Like that. So the basics of the economy have been started. Stamping mill also takes boards. Unlucky. I do kind of wish I had a building that made planks. You can move way back here. Let's start extending our grid out. We're going to use decorations for this. We'll do an inverse yard this time. And then herb garden, as soon as you have the planks, that needs to go up. Are you delivering? No, you're on break. We don't love that. We're not the biggest fan of that. So that's going to be -8. I think we're going to need to go down one more level. No, we can favor. We can just favor them to juggle it through. You are delivering now. Wonderful news. You can go back up to 10. You have enough to build this now. We are going to make roots and herbs to start. Eventually we will go down to just roots, most likely. I also want you to give me a makeshift post. So it's going to be more important when this goes up that this one human come over here and work. I'd rather have them farming. So come over here. I'll put a second harpy in here. Let's also remember to juggle them. And then do I really need to do anything in the post? We could start doing provisions. We do only need... Well, no, we should go up to like 10 to start. And you can use herbs for that as well when you find them. I'll put 2 in there, because not only is it for delivery, but it's also for this ghost quest. What else could we give you as long as we have time to prep? We could also give you Spark Dew. Curious. Maybe I put a pair of rain collectors here. So does this mean that corruption doesn't generate if I don't power these buildings with water? Is this correct? Am I correct in thinking this? Because that's how it looks currently. How do I make you go away? Alright, I think we have a rogue UI element for a bit here. But now that we are through this, I will turn that in. There, that's one way to make it go away. What else we got? Extraction tools, it's not that dire. Global production's 50% faster, but trading's unavailable. I'm not interested in that. Queen's Gift runs directly counter to our level 4 Forest Mystery. So this is like trade hub by default, I guess? Or a reroll. But I don't know. I think it's a trade hub. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Bob. And if that's true, I don't know how much I like that. If you can just ignore the fact that corruption happens by virtue of never constructing a geyser, like, I don't know. Speaking of things I don't like, none of these. I think I'm gonna reroll this. Like, I disrespect clothiers. Although, well, hang on. Maybe this one time I don't disrespect clothiers because we've got 2-star fabric and then we'd have 3-star coats, and it does make people happy. Alright, fine. Just this one time I won't disrespect a clothier. Now, we need nothing but humans. In the absence of humans, I will take beavers, though. Like, we got the one human. And I guess that's good enough. This is also done. I'll find a permanent place for you eventually. Why don't you come down here, because I need to start building houses. I also need planks, if you could get to work on that. I also need stamping mill. I need too much. There's too many things that need to happen already. We've barely started, and this is already the junction that we find ourselves at. You are going to turn roots into flour up to 50. You, I guess, can turn copper ore into bars. I don't know. Sure. We're not doing anything else with copper. I don't love the idea, but I guess we can do it. And you want us to rebuild something in a glade. Hey, we could open a glade. Can we open? No, we spent oil on that mystery, didn't we? So we actually... No, we didn't spend oil on that mystery. Well, in that case, like, you don't need to be over there. Why don't you just open that sucker up? Okay, stamping mill's done. I want one person in here. 2 people. They're idle workers. They don't have anything else to do. You're also an idle worker. You can just come over here and clear this deposit. Is it though? Like, I thought that Blightrot was tied to difficulty. Because Blightrot doesn't even turn on until you play it like Viceroy. Or maybe it's the level beneath Viceroy. I can't exactly remember. It's been a while since I was down there. I would love this, but I don't think we can produce that fast enough. I would really love this. Oh, game. Oh, game. So we build a trading post. We hope that the person who shows up sells us planks and bricks. Is that what Human House takes? So currently we could build 4. Assuming that we just crank on planks. And we'd need to build 6. So we need to get more bricks from somewhere. We'd have to spend clay on it. Man, I would love to have that, though. I don't think I can afford to. I think I have to take a safer pick. Have a blade post and produce 30 purging fire to get extra purging fire. Have 3 buildings with rain engines installed. I do want to do this. I'm going to take this just because it's a mechanic that I want to explore. And then Harpy resolve above 18 to get +2 to skewer production doesn't really interest me. +1 to export specialization's nice, 2 people's nice, amber's nice. Alright, I'll take that. I wish that I had waited until our economy was fully established to do that order. I wish. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm critiquing the mechanic like 5 minutes into my first game. I'm gonna wait until I've at least played a couple rounds of it. But my initial, like my very first impression, is that I don't like the fact that I can just ignore Blightrot now. I thought that was an interesting strain on your resources, and it was an interesting tax on your villager labor. And I really want you to open this glade before the end of Drizzle, please, for my resolve. Please. I also see more fertile soil in there, so we love that. Also, hello. Can I turn it back on? Can I turn what back on? Referred to it as a tax, didn't like it as a tax. I mean, I don't want to be the guy who disagrees with the developers of their own game, but I don't think the issue with Blightrot was that it was a tax. I think the issue with Blightrot was that it was a passive mechanic, and that you didn't really actively have to deal with it. It was like your buildings produce things, Blightrot goes up. I love the fact that Blightrot is now an active choice, where you can say, I can handle the Blightrot, so I'm going to commit hard to generating water to like boost my production. I just feel like the baseline shouldn't be Blightrot doesn't exist. I think the baseline should be like cut the speed at which Blightrot generates in half. And if you turn on a rain engine, half relative to the way it used to work, and if you turn on a rain engine, double the speed that Blight Rot generates relative to the way it used to work. Then you have an active choice in, I really want to boost the production of this building at the expense of fuel cost and at the expense of villager labor in a Blight post. But you can also just say, well, I'm going to ignore this mechanic, and by nerfing it but not making it go away completely, you kind of mitigate some of the passiveness that it had an issue with. That's my thought as someone who is not a developer of the game. And also someone who hasn't thought about it beyond literally right now. But, you know, who better to make, like, uninformed value judgments on the internet than a guy who doesn't develop games and just plays them in his free time? He's the perfect critic. He doesn't actually produce any goods himself, so he is free to critique the labors that other people have produced. Yeah, like, here's the other interesting thing. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of interesting things this stream. The other interesting thing is that rain collectors are no longer a corruption manufacturer. So in the olden days, in the before times, do you remember them well? They were like 3 days ago. If you got the perk that reduced hostility every time you burn a Blight Rot cyst, you just build like 4 rain collectors, and you'd basically farm negative hostility. Or if you got burned to a crisp, you would build like 4 Blight collectors, and you'd be net positive on coal. Like, it was actually more efficient to mine coal out of the Blight Rot cysts on a rain collector than actually put people into a mine to mine coal. And that strategy appears to be gone, because not only do rain collectors not generate corruption, you can't even hook them up to a rain engine. So that's interesting. Speaking of, how much time do I have on this? Oh, 14 minutes. I should start trading soon. Let's not get caught out by that. Where is my trading post? Here you are. Where do I want to put you? I want to put you, like, outside of city limits somewhere, really. Bring this path all the way out here. And then, like, I don't know, man. Just get it in there somewhere. We'll say there is probably fine, and then prioritize this. Because I want to get his mystery ghost box. And we'll use oil on him. Because by the time we have the second ghost, by the time we have to worry about him, we'll have 40 Spark 2. Let's get another house down. You know what, I'm realizing now I don't actually like that position. Never mind, it's fine. I'm not going to need more than this amount of houses anyway. Oh, I don't have notifications on, Learhacks. I'm sorry, I missed that fellow 24 minutes ago. You have reminded me, sorry, taking notes. We're all about pen and paper notes here on this channel recently. What we take them on, don't necessarily worry about that. It's just like junk mail laying around. Add notifications. Back into OBS. Regular viewers of the channel know that over winter break I basically deleted my entire OBS profile and started over from scratch in an effort to fix some weird audio issues we were having. And I forgot to re-import the follower notification. So I will go and do that after stream tonight. I will also get rid of woodcutters. This is going to be -8, harpies are going to be 1, they're going to be sad. But, like, hopefully this is the last storm that they're sad in. You are now built. We can trade. This is what we wanted. We only need to do 4 trade rates to make the ghost happy. So here's 1. Here's 2, although I don't love it. And then we'll do 2 more in Drizzle. Where'd my second woodcutter go? Oh, you're over here. Why are you over here? What did I have you doing over here that was important? Don't remember. So you're coming back up here. I need so many more humans in this place. It's not even funny. So we're gonna have to spend oil on him. Well, actually, maybe we won't. We might get enough spark to here. He still has 12 minutes. And then we could use oil on this glade event. If it's an oilable glade event. And if it's not, we'll just be sad, I guess. Where do I want my other houses to go? I could do like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, because these aren't actually in range. Never mind. That's not going to work. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Maybe out here, actually. Now that I'm looking at it. Get like a little bit of this going. Alright, let's stop favoring harpies, get beavers back up. They're having a bad time. Let's favor beavers. Next thing we do is probably set up a clothier, because coats are going to help keep beavers and humans happy. It's not going to fix harpy issues, but if we only have to worry about harpies, we can just favor them. Well-rested workers we're not ready for yet. Reinforced axes is just good all the time. Value-added tax, I don't see us producing trade goods anytime soon. Lost in the Wilds is fine, but realistically, how many more glades are we going to open? 3? 4? I don't think it's that good. So give me reinforced axes. Just better wood production's always good. Who says no? And then show me trade routes. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can do that. That's number 3. And then hopefully Naxat has something we can trade for in the 4 slot. +3 to coats production I would like. Biscuits can be produced in the kiln and rain mill. Don't have those. Herbalist camp, don't care about that. Mold supply, don't care about that. Fungal growth, don't care about that. Alright, those are pretty bad. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Hello, welcome, and also hello. Trade route completed. Okay, let's go see if Naxat's got the last thing we need. No. Alright, well now we have like a small issue. Also, do these trees not drop resin on cursed royal woodlands? They don't. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I need humans. 2 humans? Absolutely. Guess what? You're both going in here, and we are going to turn on pickled goods production, which is going to turn on skewers production, and we are going to love life. And then the rest of you, you're going into the woodcutters' camps. One of you can get in there. Sorry, you used a bad word. You used the word sucked, so it got stuck in auto-moderation. If you could please, you know, refrain from using strong language in this channel. I've never played RuneScape, though. Is it worth it? I've been told by many people that it's worth it. I just don't have the budget for more than one MMO on my schedule. It's a struggle. I think now we open this. Also, I'm one to talk. Like, in my last week, I think I've played 25, 30 hours of Oxygen Not Included or something like that. Which is why I haven't been streaming very much, because it's painfully dull to actually stream. But man, I'm big on Oxygen Not Included right now. What are you? Trapper's Camp? What are you? We can't do this one. We might be able to do this one. How are we looking on threads? I think we actually might make that. It's going to be a little tight, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Zilda's still here. How much more stuff do we need? 6 packs of trade goods, 4 tools, or 20 fabric? It's probably going to be 4 tools. That's 924. I will sell you 1 wildfire essence. And then I'll sell you some packs of provisions. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not happy about it, but it's fine. Now what? Take you. And take you. And don't care. Quite good. And okay. I'll keep goods on that. And then we have more farm. We have a giant crate of stuff with 3 tablets in it that we need. We have an angry ghost, so we really need to... Oh, no. Well, that changes this, I guess. Sure, we'll send that to the Citadel. Just to make you happy. Just for Daddy's special boy. We need to rebuild for you? Yes, we need to rebuild for you, so we'll rebuild this. And is this for Glade events, or... Yeah, so it also counts caches. So we need another 14 tools. We could send this to the Citadel. Or we could open another Glade. Like, we could open this Glade right here. How much time do I have for you? 30 minutes? Alright, that might sneak up on us. Let's just pay a little bit of attention to it. The other thing I need to do... Sorry, Zelda. I need to get a little bit of amber. Because I'm scared of what happens if we can't find a short trade route to do. It's skewers, son of a... We might get skewers when we make... We will get skewers when we make pickled goods. Okay. We'll be able to do that trade route. Sorry, I know that was a lot of time on pause. But several important things kind of happened all at once. You'll forgive me. So that's going to be 2 things that are sent to, and it's 1 thing that's sent to the Citadel, but it does clear a ghost out, and maybe the ghost chest is something we can send to the Citadel. Collect it. Also probably could have done bricks, but it's too late now. This is all going to be fine in the long run. We'll be fine. We're going to use Spark Dew for that. We only need 8 more. We're just waiting on skewers. It's the first time you've finished pickled goods. So, you know, in like a minute 30 or whenever that's done. And then this uses drizzle rainwater, which we have over here. So the next thing I do is probably going to be to set up one of these geyser pumps. Let's give it a shot. Let's just get in there and see what they do. Because then we can, the geyser pump this granary. We'll produce pickled goods even faster, so we'll produce skewers even faster. Beavers and harpies will be very happy. And when beavers and harpies are happy, I'm happy. And then we'll get like 2 beaver houses in here. And probably here. Which means I don't want that there anymore. I want this like here. And then this will be 3x3 production buildings if we ever get one. Okay, so how do you work? Water type? Sure. Tank? Sure. Build additional geyser pumps or upgrade existing ones. People have to work it. Okay, and beavers like working in it. Okay. Let's get rid of you. You're important. You're important. You're important. There's already 1 of you in there. Hey, we can just repair it with 1 person. Go rebuild that. And how are we doing on fuel? We're at 182 wood. We're fine on fuel. That is not something we have to worry about. Start this trade. It finishes in a minute 50. He's done in 8 minutes 20. That is our last trade route. Oh, and we can do it instantly. I don't need to haul stuff over there. Okay, we're fine. Delivery is done. This gives us 4 more people. I do want that. What are they? A lot of beavers. Perfect. So 2 of you are going in here. And then we're going to connect pipes, and we're going to see what it does. Oh god, it's a second UI. Okay, engine 1, engine 2. Use left and right to control the knob. Oh, okay. And then what's water? Does it tell me what water usage is? Let's have people work in the pump first, and then we'll figure it out. Let's go to your job. Okay. Don't immediately know how fast that is, but it looks like he's doing it. We don't have water yet. Light rate tank, okay. Let's just start with 1. Increases production speed by 40%. This is kind of neat. I do kind of wish that I could see how many Blightrot cysts have spawned on it. Let's crank it to 2. And then what do we have for blueprints here? I would really like to have both a workshop and a kiln right now. But I'd also really like to have a monastery. I'd also really like to have a brickyard right now. Wow, these are all good. So let's think about this rationally, right? We already do 2-star fabric. If we take either kiln or brickyard, then we also have 2-star bricks. Brickyard is going to be our best source of metal for tools, but we already have pottery, so it's really only making bricks and crystallized do. Kiln is 3-star coal, which is a great fuel, and it's also used for glade events. It's 1-star bricks, which we can live with, and it's 1-star jerky, which we could live with, and also we don't even harvest meat right now. Knowing that we have a copper mine, and that we can make copper bars in the press, I'm not as worried about metal. Like, tools production is still an issue right now, but it's not impossible to make them. And kiln does give us a reliable source of items that we can use to finish glade events. So, sure, I'll take a kiln. I do like a good kiln. Stick you over here. You are idle. Is this true? Yeah, you don't really have a lot to do in there, so we can go down to 1 person for that. I'm going to wait until we clear some earlier orders on this before we move to later orders. And then I've got an idle harpy. What can you do? How about that? Just, like, temporarily. You can get in there. So bricks will go to 30. Still don't want you using clay for that. Pottery's way more important. You can make jerky if you ever find meat. And the big one is coal. Go up to 100 coal. And just crank on it. 17 seconds until we finish ghost number 1. Ghost number 2 should be done in 30 seconds, but we're going to need more spark dew for him. And then ghost number 3 we're still a little worried with. Unless ghosts count as glade events. If ghosts count as glade events, that's wonderful news. Let's find out, shall we? We have the opportunity. Calm spirit. Ghosts do not count as glade events. But we can come and get this mystery box, as soon as you're done anyway. 1 water per second? Okay. They do have to, like, take breaks and stuff, though, I guess. Hey, we've got it cranked to 3, and it looks like it's keeping up, so I'm fine just leaving it where it is. Yeah, Trapper's Camp has absolutely nothing to do, so let's send these 2 harpies over here to open this. That's 30 skewers, 40 coats. This is great news. We love this. How about I move you guys over here? Just to find something to do. Is Greater Embarkation Range a worthwhile upgrade? I like it. because it gives you better vision on map modifiers. So it helps you find better places to embark, and it also sometimes helps you find treasure chests that give you rewards. For those reasons, I like it. You're still at 1 of 2. What are we going to do about you? Well, we could calm you as well now, once we have the spark too. We need tools. That's pretty much it. We need tools, or we need to open a glade. And we could open a glade now that we have a bunch of coal coming in. So let's switch off of wood, switch on to coal. I still don't really know what this means. Oh wait, no, I do know what this means. Wait. No, I don't know what this means. I still don't know how I visualize corruption. Maybe when this bar fills up, we'll learn something. So you produce in a minute 21 now. Let's crank you all the way to 3. You produce in a minute 04 now. I like that. I think that's worthwhile. And then you are our drizzle water, so we can see that in the UI element. Okay. Are you also drizzle water? No, you're clearance water. Are you drizzle water? No, you're clearance water. Yeah, we gotta open another glade here pretty soon. Okay, beaver houses are done. We'll just make it nice and symmetrical. Oh, except you're gonna be in the way. That's a problem. Wait a minute, didn't I embark on... Oh, I can't move the trading post. I can move most buildings for free, but not that one. Okay. Shoot, I'm gonna have to rebuild trading post then. Because I don't want it there anymore. I guess I could just, like, live with it. But who would want to do that? 75 clearance, 75 storm. It said something about being able to upgrade buildings to get more storage, but I think it's also 50 per building. So you'd need 2 geyser pumps for clearance water and 2 geyser pumps for storm water. We're at hostility 3. It's going to be minus 16. If we drop 2 woodcutters, we'll be at minus 12, and everyone should be fine. Everyone is indeed fine. Harpies are no longer fine. I'm not sure what happened that aggrieved you in this way, but there's nothing I can do about it now. That's beautiful. This is pretty beautiful, too. Next, blueprint upgrade really needs to be a building that makes tools. And what do? 15 roots every time we discover it? That's whatever. It's fine. It doesn't get me out of bed in the morning, but it's fine. Let's switch over to coal here. There was something else that used fuel. Oh, it was copper bars. You can also use coal. And then what else are we forgetting to do? Like, I think this is all of our buildings. Rain collector's fine. We really only need 1 right now. We could build, like, a second field, but food looks like it's doing okay. Now that Zorg's secret ingredient is really kicking in. As long as we can just keep the pottery flowing, I think we're fine. So maybe the next thing we do, honestly, is we begin preparing the space for this copper mine. Could also build a small herbalist camp for these mushrooms. Harpy resolve is low. I think they're going to be just fine. We could also trade. We should have packs or provisions. Hey, this is free, basically. These we need for a order. This is free. That's also pretty much free. Okay. We'll take it, we'll take it. I'm gonna have to favor harpies just in case. So when you get in here, make 50 coats. Don't make water skins. If you were to make scrolls, you'd probably do them out of wood. Never mind, we don't have pigment or wine. You won't be making scrolls. You exist to make coats. And as such, there will only be 1 harpy working in that building. Okay, so we have one blight rot cyst. How do we know this? Is it just visual? It's not that intuitive. I guess you're just supposed to judge it based on the bar, but I don't love that from a UI perspective. These are all pretty bad. So when they're all pretty bad, we take survivor bonding. Because it's an average pick. It's the quintessential average pick. Could also build like a third beaver house there. But we're overpopulating this hearth, aren't we? Yeah, we're at 20 of 14. Okay, let's get aesthetics decorations in. This is something we can do, so we should have plenty of planks. Do a little something like that. I don't want any of these, and we also don't need the labor right now. So let's get beavers working in lumber camps again. The biggest thing I want is like more humans, but I'm not going to take 3 harpies and a beaver just to get 1 human right now. Well, or hang on, there's also a smaller bliss camp over here. Maybe we do. No, we don't, because here's our labor for that. Because the stonecutters camp just ran out. There we go. Yeah, we actually we can avoid picking someone this time. You have 20 minutes left to send a second parcel to the Citadel. I think this is the time where we open this glade. And maybe we just find something really easy to do in here that we can send to the Citadel. Like, you know, the you can't chop down trees very quickly event. With just heinous rewards. Oh my god, these are amazing. This is great. We're definitely taking both of these, and then I think we might just skip the rest of this. Because, like, it's fine, but we don't have anything that does education yet. This we don't need with the amount of wood that we have, and this, again, I don't think we're going to be discovering that many glades, and we're just growing herbs. So I'll see you momentarily, Vliss, because I might need to buy something from you. I'd be surprised, but I might need to buy something from you. Never mind, it's just, like, not a glade at all. It's a small glade. Well, let's try and open that one, then. Now we're into the realm of glades that have the potential to be forbidden glades. So we'll see how lucky we get. Or, you know, unlucky, as it were. But I think we've got most things that we need to handle a forbidden glade. We've got rainwater, which is the big one that I normally don't have. We have coal. We have oil still, maybe? We have... Yeah, we're fine. Just trust me when I say we have the stuff we need. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. What rain engine do you use? The wrong one. Also, we're still full on drizzle water. We could run a second drizzle geyser building, and we found a second drizzle water geyser. Our food production is going to go insane. Your storm. Your clearance. I don't think we have one. But, like, we could. I'll just let it ride. How close are you to 100? Not that close yet. Okay. We basically never want you to stop production, honestly. You might need to, like, at some point, but I don't want you to. And you're idle. I don't really have anywhere else you need to work right now, though. So yeah, next blueprints are going to be services building and tools. Tools probably more important than services building, if I had to hazard a guess. Let's see if we can get this open before drizzle ends for the extra resolve. And we also just want to keep trading because we got that cornerstone that rewards us for doing so. Have we looked at these already? We have looked at these already. I can afford to do that. We'll find more clay. I can afford to do this. We'll find more clay. Watch, we'll get clay in this glade. Don't you worry. I think... So, I mean, I didn't... God, it's another small glade. It's another drizzle geyser. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a glade event. Are you familiar with the concept? Like, where next? Here? How much time do I have? 17. Okay, we're not, like, super under the gun, but I am uncomfortable. If I were to tile you, you would go here. And we could kind of afford to do this. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Because then we have a base of operations that we can explore this glade from, and this glade, and this glade. And I'll stick a warehouse by it as well. And then we can build more houses out there. It'll all be good stuff. I was gonna say, I like this blight mechanic more than the old blight mechanic. I still don't like this blight mechanic. I think it's better. And it is in early access, so like I'm not going to be too critical of a game that's still in EA, and honestly has very good development cycles. Like the devs are very good at communicating changes that they're making, why they think they're warranted, etc., etc. But it definitely feels like this blight mechanic still probably needs one more iteration. And the one more iteration is adding some kind of pressure that blight still has, even if you choose to not use the rain mechanic at all. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a tax on only specific buildings, like maybe mines are taxed all the time, and rain collectors are taxed all the time. Maybe something still has to get iterated on a little bit. You shouldn't be able to ignore the blight mechanic completely. The other thing I wonder is, does this cap out? Or does it constantly generate? Like, if I just leave this running, eventually is this entire building going to become a blight rot cyst and I'm going to have to build a blight post? Or is it going to hit its normal cap of every building can only ever have 3 blight rot cysts on it and then like stop being a mechanic? I don't know. I guess we'll find out shortly on that one because it's already at 2. But this bar doesn't look like it's going up any faster, and we've definitely obtained a second blight rot cyst. Which leads me to think that it just accumulates them all the time. Also, I should probably take like a hostility reduction perk here pretty soon, huh? What happens if I fail you? You destroy my simple tools and infused tools? I don't have any of those, so, like, good luck, brother. More power to you, or whatever. Okay, we can do all of these. We do need to get a human working in here again soon, though, because we're about to run out of stuff we can pickle. No, we're not. We can use roots. We can also pickle mushrooms. Yeah, we're fine. Never mind. We're actually totally fine. And then we also found clay, so we're extremely fine on multiple counts. Does make me think maybe I bring more people in now, though. Like we do a little bit of that, do a little bit of this, put the 2 of you back in here. Maybe look at our orders again now. Discover 5 glades at this point in the game? Yeah, I don't think so. This should happen, though. Builders carry more, traders arrive quicker, we have the rainwater, we just have to keep doing trade routes. That's relatively easy. And then let's put a hearth in. And then we're going to have a road that comes off the hearth like this. That's going to be what cuts into this next glade. And then we should also cut in front of the hearth. We're going to have one road that comes out like this. Like here, I think? Yeah, like there. And then the warehouse is going to go here. But I want to give it 4, so we've got room for decorations. So we'll do like a 2, and then like a 2, maybe a harmony decoration or something. So we'll give it like a yard, a crate. Oh, that's 3. Yeah, it's still fine. Whatever. That's good enough. Now let's just keep trading. This one is pretty on rails at this point. We're not doing anything that's like super out of the ordinary. We're trading, we're building. The only thing that's a little weird is we don't have any way of making tools, and our hostility is a little rough, but outside of that, we're cruising. And you still say 2? You still say 2. Can't do any of those. We could buy another trade route. No, we can't. We don't have 10. We only have 7. Just kidding. And food is totally fine, because Zorg's secret recipe is very, like, overpowered. Are there certain embarkation resources I always take? I want to answer no. But I know, factually, that that is not true, and that virtually every opportunity I have, I take oil. Because it's just a really good item for solving glade events, and you can embark with a ton of it. So, in practice, I don't think there's certain embarkation resources you should always take. I think you should generally spend spare points you have on extra food. I think if you're playing a particular kind of game, like a marshlands game, taking Trapper's Camp with embarkation points can be a really good idea. I think if you want a very fast start, there are times that I've even taken wood. Although I don't think that's necessarily, like, the best idea. But I think your embarkation points are best spent on things that account for gaps or missing resources in your starting caravan. So I think you should look at what your starting caravan lacks, and you should pick based on that. Okay, I like this setup. I like what we've been doing with the reverse yard. And then let's start getting houses in. Harpies are low. I honestly don't think I can help you. I think you are too unhappy to be helped unless I really just rush build this house. So I guess let's try it. Sure. Sure, scary. No, I need to save that for glade events. Sure. I think harpies are going to be a problem here. I'll favor them now, but I think one of them's going to leave before we get this house up. Or maybe not. No, it's going up pretty slow. No, it's going up. No, we're going to lose a harpy. That's fine, I'll live. It's my fault for dragging my feet on building housing, honestly. Cornerstone meat. This needs to be minus hostility. But then you would give me Zorgs in the same breath. Look, Zorgs is the best pick, but we don't currently need it because we're so good on food. So I'm not going to take it. It's far and away the best thing here. Instead, I'm going to take Silent Looting, despite the fact that I have no capacity to open caches. And how much time do I have on you? 10 minutes? We need to open a glade, like, right now. Otherwise, that ghost is going to become a problem. And I know, like, I don't actually have tools for him to destroy. I'd rather get his stuff than just avoid losing anything. I want his things. And this is swamp wheat for our farmer to get to after you're done over here, but you've got a lot to work on over there. Alright, what do we got? We have a glade event. Praise be. We need 2 more oil. That's pretty bad. We don't have a way of doing that. We can send this to the Citadel. You are a cookhouse? How easy is it for us to make pigment? We could use coal to make pigment. And then we could use the pigment to make scrolls? It's okay. And then what do you need? Welcome new villagers from a camp found in a glade, otherwise you disappear. We have a 4th drizzle water geyser. We also have a cache. It's not that good. God, I wish I could make tools. If I could make tools, all of these would be so much easier. I do think we repair you. I really do. And then I also think we got down to one beaver per lumber camp. We don't actually need that many of them. So you guys get in here and repair this. Especially because we can just move it afterwards. I absolutely love this map modifier that just lets us move everything all the time. You're idle because your tank is full? That's okay, because this cookhouse, I can almost promise you, uses drizzle water. Yep. So that's going to be great. When does our next trader show up? A minute 05. He should have oil, maybe. He should maybe have oil. If we're lucky. If we're very lucky, he'll have oil, and then we can finish that. I would love to trade you some of my pickled goods so that we can keep making pickled goods. You know what? I can't do that. There you go. You can use roots in this as well. You can use wheat in this as well if you find wheat. Honestly, I'm not too fussed about it. Don't have tools, though. Don't have any of that crap. Do have wheat. Do have clay to trade. And we, like, sort of found more clay. Mines are technically clay. So you guys are rebuilding this, and then we'll probably move it to, like, back here. Or maybe, like, over here. Or is it a 3x4? We could also put it here. That would be fun. And we finally found a stone source as well. So we can finally make bricks. We've gone this entire... We've made it this far without ever making a single brick in this village. Which I think is kind of impressive. Anyway, human house. And then we're going to need a couple beaver houses. I don't immediately know where they're going to go. Farl, if you don't have oil, you have failed me for the last time. No, no. Maybe, maybe, maybe. So it'd be 28, we're at 21. 24. That's all we're really going to have time for, because he's going to leave soon. This is also a problem. Like, we gotta... I think we have to buy 12 tools from him. So how do we make that happen? Probably with fabric is my first guess. 12. Wait, I could also just pay Amber. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. It means we can't buy any of these, which sucks. Because I do want them. But you know what else I want? Not having this fire. Every 10 Amber in the settlement's warehouse. Joke's on you, idiot. We just traded it all away. Let's go finish that. And then let's not trade for a little bit. Geyser pump operations get plus 10 to resolve in drizzle season. That's a lot of resolve. That's a ton of resolve. That's like you just put people in that building and they, like, give you reputation. You just build pumps and then you staff pumps in drizzle and you get reputation points. Speaking of, tools? Yes, tools. Simple tools, training gear, and building materials. Do we like that more than press? Yes. Do we like it more than bakery? Yes. And we like it more than brickyard. Okay. Tinkerer is obtained. And you're probably going to come over here. Ooh, we could put it here. We'd have nice matching red roofs, and then we'd have like this weird offset bit of corner decorations. Oh, yeah. Let's just get weird with city layout. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to hit up a mine. Because now we have a regular way of making copper bars. So it's probably going to be this mine down here, which looks like it does have a third node. It might even have a fourth node. So that's going to be a great copper mine. You can get moved as soon as this is cleared out. You will not be making skewers. You're never going to need to. Biscuits, on the other hand, yeah, knock yourself out, go to like 100, and then the real reason you exist, truly, is pigment. Because pigment allows us to make scrolls. And that's still, honestly, the best option. So go to like 60. It's a weird economy, this one. We're relying a lot on buildings that are only 1-star efficiency. Which is very strange for me normally. So now we've got Apothecary, which is like all service building items all the time. Incense we can do. This is coal and herbs. Yeah, cosmetics we can not do. We can do half of it. Oil is the missing link, and then we've got a second biscuit. We also have press, which gets us oil. But I don't know that that's where I'm at in my life right now. And then we have smelter, which is 3-star copper bars and pipes. And we have bakery. And we have reroll for a service building, which is honestly the thing I'm most interested in right now. I want to reroll for a service building that fulfills education. And I'll do it one time. Okay, there's temple. That's good enough. It is not my favorite of the active bonuses, but it is good enough for filling services needs. Okay, now, where's this angry ghost? 1 of 2, and 40 spark 2. In 2 minutes, we will be able to make you happy. Can you wait just a little longer? Thank you. How are you doing over here? You're doing fine over here. You're still going to need 8 more comfort decorations and 4 more aesthetics decorations. We can put them behind the warehouse. Let's do like 2 comfort. And then we could do like 4 more comfort back here. And then a road that comes out that way. Where's my other woodcutter? You can't possibly be doing anything important over there. There's nothing left. Not yet. God, 4 people in a cookhouse. It's so busy. I need another villager wave to show up soon. Newcomers are almost here. Okay, perfect. I'm good with that. Harpies are mad, but homelessness is mostly addressed at this point, which is highly uncommon. Training gear? No. Building materials? No. I just need a single beaver in here. You're not really going to be that busy. And then I need that copper ore. Because we need people to staff this mine, we need people to staff this cookhouse. And we've already taken everyone we can from woodcutters' camps. Show me a lot of beavers. I think 2 beavers and 30 clay is good enough. So we'll put like 2 harpies in here to make biscuits and pigment, because everyone likes biscuits. So that's actually going to be a pretty big boon. Also makes me think we might need to put a second person in the stamping mill to keep up on flour, but I'm not exactly sure. Just get rid of that tree. Please? Thank you. Oh, and let's check corruption. Let's see what corruption is doing. Granary is up to 3 Blightrot cysts. It does only count 3. And this is still where the bar is. So, we'll come back, like, next drizzle, and we'll see if that's at 4. Also, we finished that Glade event. So you are now done. We will calm you. We will open your goodies. Okay, a single worker can now carry pretty much every item they ever need to a Glade event. This is great news. You, woodcutter, just, like, come over here. Because we need to extend this road down. Actually, you should be over here. We need to clear this mine spot off. Come here. And then because we have spare stuff, let's just crank it. Like, we can build 3 more drizzle geysers. So let's see if this uses up our green water in a way that we find appropriate. We're just going to watch this bar. Because they've been idle in here for some time. They might need to take a minute to, like, remember how to work. Do I have a second human? I do have a second human. You can get in there. And then we're going to have, like, 2 beavers down here in this mine. And I'd love to find more beavers to work there as well. Okay, how much do I care about this? Queen's Impatience grows 15% faster for every Blightrot cyst. Can we get under it? Yes, we can get under it. Okay, well, in that case, just, like, don't work in Storm. Come over here instead. We need 4 more comfort decorations. Oh, these are out of range. They actually need to be back here. 4 more comfort, 4 more aesthetics, and then we need to finish the temple. Harpy resolve is low. I really just, like, wish you would chill out. I really do. Actually, here's what we can do. No, we can't, because it's 3. We could go here. Is Gate new? I don't remember Gate. Gate's big. It's funky. We can do Park. And then we can just make sure this is nice and lit. How about that? That'll be that hearth upgraded. Okay, you're done. You need us to find an encampment. I don't even know what those are. We've literally never seen one. So I'm going to need you to chill out for just a little bit longer. You're out of stuff. This is known to me. Don't worry. Don't, like, cry about it or whatever. You're done, so you, I think, are probably going to come up here and open this glade next drizzle. And then you are going to be a road. You have one more sea marrow to go. 13 left. And then do you have anything else to do? No. So we will recapture 2 harpies from that. Meanwhile, what's in these boxes? I don't want anything in that, so that one will remain going to the Citadel. You we want to open you, because we need the tablets for a deed. You have great rewards. We want to open you. I could have favored harpies. I only just now noticed. That's fine. Goodbye, Cook. You will, like, maybe be missed. I don't know. Maybe not. Cornerstones. I still need hostility reduction. It doesn't appear I'm going to get that option. I kind of like without restrictions at this point. Everyone should have at least one type of food that they enjoy, so I don't really need to favor it that badly. And if we win, we win. So, well, I don't know, we could also reroll. I could also take over Diligent Woodworkers, but I don't need it because we're making pottery. Give me a reroll on this. I'll gamble. Gamble into Baptism of Fire? Yeah, that's pretty good. It's actually just kind of like the best thing here. It's easier than I needed that choice to be. Let's see. So now we want to set up a blight post, probably. It's ugly, but we'll put one here. You know, the other thing I just realized that I like about this blight rot mechanic more than the previous version is that there's not a trade-off anymore. The blight rot trade-off always felt kind of weird to me, where it was like, you get more production. However, you like have hearth resistance. I don't know. It never really felt like an interesting choice for me to have to make. But with this iteration, there's zero downside to burning blight rot cysts, and I kind of like that. I am surprised that I like that, but I kind of like it. Give me 2 in here, and then give me 2 in here. It's just temporary, so we can get inside. Also, 2 pumps appear to be keeping up. Although maybe it's just because they're idle. Yeah, they don't consume water when they're idle. I don't know, maybe I am coming around on this iteration of blight rot a little bit. I'm still not totally in love with it, but maybe I am starting to like it a bit more, is what I'll say. So we're only going to have one person work this temple, because it's actually all that we need in there. And we're also only going to have one person work this blight post, because it's all we're going to need in there. It's going to be like 1 harpy in here. You, specifically, since your building just outlived its usefulness. And then it's going to be like 1 beaver in here. I really do not care about Sacrament of the Flame. I just want 1 person in there so that we can fill our need for education, and that's it. The rest you can get out. Second Angry Ghost. This is a small glade. You want us to attack a trader. Or you destroy all of our amber and ancient tablets. That's pretty rude, I would say. Well, let me think on it, I guess. Because that shuts off trading as well, doesn't it? Oh god, we can't even attack Renwald. Well, this is hostility reduction, technically. And then I would really like Viceroy's Survival Guide. Maybe. Actually, maybe I wouldn't. Because we're keeping up on food. Like, we're at cap for pickled goods. Although we're not for biscuits. Maybe I should just kind of take it. Here, you can have 2 of these things that I found laying around. And then coal is, like, decent money. So, let's do something like that. Nice. And then, yep. 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 Good enough. So, we have everything we need to win at this point. All of these picks are just kind of like gravy on top. If we take Tavern, we have the means to make training weapons, so we could do Brawling. And I like Gleeman's Tales, it's pretty good. Smelter is 3-star copper bars and 2-star pipes, which I like. Grill I don't care about. Trapper's Camp I don't care about. Give me a Smelter. I talked myself into it. Because we're gonna be kind of reliant on this copper bars recipe for, oh, I don't know, like the rest of the game basically at this point. So it might as well bump its efficiency a bit. And then you're gonna cut in there. You are done clearing that mine spot, so you're gonna come over here. We're gonna build a mine here. Why are bricks having so much trouble keeping up right now? Go like that. You come across like this. You come across like that. What's going on over here? You're out of stone? How? Did we really not get a lot of stone out of that sea marrow, I guess? Well. Alright, I guess we'll turn clay on. I don't love doing that. Oh wait, there's more sea marrow here. Ah, whatever. We're building a mine. It'll be fine. Can I please just, like, get an encampment? Just one encampment is all I really need. This is starting to be a problem. I think I looked at all these already. Yeah, can't do anything with this. We'll wait until clearance. Oh, finally a different kind of geyser! Clearance water! What do we use clearance water in? Nothing important, I don't think. Here, you can go over there. Trade route completed. Okay. We can now buy a new trade route. Let's do that. We have a new blueprint. Cellar is 3-star wine out of roots? No. Wrong. Mushrooms and reeds. Apothecary's kind of sick at this point, though. Cosmetics and incense is pretty much everything else we'll need for services. So let's do that. Build a smithy here, and then apothecary is 3x3, so we'll put an apothecary here. It'll fit nicely. How are you doing, humans? Still at 6 of 21? Okay, fair. This should be pretty much everything we need, though. Like, tool production is still glacial. Never mind, tool production has literally never happened. Okay, well, let's cut back on woodcutters. We don't need this many anymore. We also have a lot of active ghosts. That's kind of stressing me out a bit. But let's get you guys in here and producing copper ore, because that's going to solve one of our immediate problems. Food is fine. Roots are fine. And herbs, presumably, are like... yeah, herbs are also fine. Biscuits are going to tax that a little bit, but I still think we can get away with a single farm providing all of that. And if we need to go up to 2, it's not really a heavy lift. You do have 2 more mushrooms to gather. Okay. You're not quite done yet, but you're getting close. And we only have 1 spare laborer right now. Newcomers are almost here. If we can get tools set up, we're in a really good spot. We just got to get this copper production flowing. Because if we get the copper production flowing, then we start producing bars. Once we start producing bars, we can make tools. Once we're making tools, then we can open caches. Once we open caches, we reduce our hostility. It all comes together at that point. We just need to actually get to that point. And our drizzle water is very slowly dropping. Might want to think about a second one of those. But for now, let's just do a couple trades. 37 pigment? We make it out of coal, it's fine. That's fine. We only have one coat? How is such a thing even possible? What is going on over here? What's going on over here? It's probably the better question. Oh, you don't make fabric. You make fabric. What are you doing? Just like not having a lot of fabric, I guess? I need a third human. 3 humans. Is that good anymore? Hang on, let me check. Hang on. Have I played Splotter Spellin? Maybe, but it doesn't ring any bells. You would have to give me like a title of one of the games. Unless that is a title of one of the games, in which case no. I have no memory of that. Of this place. So do you corrupt? No, you don't corrupt anymore. Okay. What can spare beavers do? Spare beavers? I could just build a second drizzle water geyser. Food chain magnet? I have not played any of those, no. Yes. One of you. They're board games? I'll check it out. I'll take a note. Food chain magnet. Food chain magnate. Board games that I have played that I like. Ticket to Ride, obviously, who hasn't? Dice Throne. Big fan of Dice Throne. Terraforming Mars. Terraforming Mars is a very fun board game. Knights of the Round Table? I don't think that's exactly what it's called, but it's like it's the stab your neighbor game where you're all the Knights of the Round Table, but one of you is a traitor. And you're like working together to complete objectives, but someone is secretly sabotaging you from the inside. That's a good one. Evolution? The card game where you're trying to like evolve an organism? That's a fun one. Biscuits, I'll trade those. That's a fun one. I appreciate any... this will not come as a surprise to you, given that I also like playing games like Against the Storm, but I like any board game that rewards you for setting up like an engine. I like engine games. It was also one of my favorite parts of playing Magic the Gathering when I was still actively playing Magic. Was just kind of setting up an engine and then letting it go. Here, mine some water. And we've got 1 harpy in the Blight Post. Yeah. I think we're just kind of cruising along here. How's copper coming? You still don't have anything to do, but you're working on bars. Okay, we are producing bars. This is good news. I would like to get under 5. Mostly because I don't think I can afford it from a resolve perspective. So this is -4 times 5 is -20, so RPs are going to be at 1. We'll live. And they're at another minus. Why is this? There has to be something that I'm forgetting here that makes them drop again. Oh, because dangerous move isn't when you open the glades, it's all the time. That's why. Sorry, I forgot how Greater Threat worked up until just now. So every time you discover any glade, it's -6. Or anytime you discover any dangerous or forbidden glade, it's -6. Also, did we run out of herbs? No, you're just slow. Here, I'll have a second person work with you on that. The other thing I should probably do is build a beaver house, huh? Maybe just like finally finish that deed. And then we could put like a herb garden right here if we decide we need one. But I don't think we need one. Grass, Lancashire. Okay. Yeah, I'll check them out after this. Always happy to add some new stuff to the shelf. Let's see, you're idle. There's 2 of you in here. We don't need that. Why don't you hop in here? And then why don't I find you one other person to get in there with you? Oh, maybe it's that we're not making enough. Maybe our limit was too low. I think that might have been it. You guys almost done here? You are almost done here. Okay. I've got more work for you. Don't you worry. Safe place is also done. I'm gonna wait until Drizzle to do that, and then I'll turn it in. This gives us 3 more people, plus 2 to food production. We're fine with that. Burnt to a Crisp is pretty good, but Deep Pockets is also pretty good. I don't need coal that bad, so just give me Deep Pockets, because then we get more amber. More amber means we can buy more stuff. Buying more stuff means we get more stacks of whatever that cornerstone we took at the start of the game was. 19, no, 24, yeah, we can do that. Oh, I want to do these too. Yeah, I gotta go up to like 40 on packs or provisions. We're just going through them way too fast now that we've leveled these trade routes up. What do you have for me? Tinctury. Looks interesting. Don't immediately have a plan for using you, but I'll take you. And then how are you doing on tools? 2? Oh, we should have a limit on those. Go to like 30. Small foragers camp has no deposits nearby. Take care of this swamp wheat so I can finally build a house there. And then Dullahan in a minute 34. I want more amber. I want to buy loot boxes. I'll probably sell a bunch of stuff to him to buy loot boxes. You get mad in 20 minutes. That's fine. You... I don't know where to find an encampment for you. I don't even want to open glades anymore. Just, like, get off my case about it. I also need to install a 3rd rain engine somewhere. I could just, like, build a clearance water geyser here. Whatever. I have the pipes for it. I don't know who's going to work there. I don't know what I'm going to connect, but I'll do it for the sake of a deed. That's for sure. Wait, if I attack Dullahan, do I just get all of his loot boxes? No, because I gotta keep trading. I'm gonna need to tell this ghost to just frick off. You destroy my amber and my ancient tablets. I mean... I really don't want to do that. Because I'm pretty sure if you attack the traders, they just stop showing up. And we're, like, very trade dependent right now. Because we took a trade hub. No, I'm gonna have to let that ghost fail. I can't afford to do it. It's too important. Yeah. Honestly, because I just want you to keep making them. Okay, what can I sell to you, Dullahan? Sure. Sure. Honestly, just like take some of it. God, it's not that much money. It gets us to one big mystery box. And then maybe we can sell a bunch of stuff in the big mystery box. +2 to grain production, don't care. Packs, don't care. We could sell packs or provisions. Oh, we're so far away from any of the other ones. Alright. That was a bit of a bust of a loot box. It's unfortunate, but it's the way she goes. They just come less frequently, or there's a big delay. Okay. I'll take your word on this. Sorry, Delahan, it's really nothing personal. Like, it's really not. 50% longer. Wealthier traders are avoiding our settlement. 3 impatience. 1 villager died. We did get a big mystery box and a bunch of metal. +2 to veggie production, 3 stone. Okay, that's a pretty good box. A granary worker died. I don't have a replacement for you currently. Now, we attack the trader. What do you give us? Okay, it's not bad. I'm not pleased about it, but it's not bad. This I'm a little worried about. Although maybe that just means that, like, Renwald doesn't come anymore? I don't know. We'll see. Nope, Renwald still comes. It's 13 minutes. We can still do trade routes? We can still do trade routes. Okay, so it's not that bad. I still don't like that ghost, but it's not that bad. And then let's see, where can we install a rain engine? Your storm, your clearance, and it would be nice to have you work a little faster, I guess. But what are my other options? Other option is clothier. I guess you do have a lot going on. We have 87 fabric. Oh, because we just stole a bunch, duh. Okay, yeah, I'll install a pipe for you. And then we'll just crank you. I don't have beavers to put in here, though. I can have harpies work here for now. 3 rain engines installed. Yeah, just give me some free stuff. What are you going to be? 2-star planks never really goes amiss. 3-star planks never really goes amiss. Alchemist hut gets a crystallized dew. But we're good. We turn the copper mine on, so we don't really need that. I don't know. I don't really need any of these. Can I make luxury goods out of anything we already have? Training gear, cosmetics, scrolls. Scrolls into luxury goods could be kind of fun. Yeah, give me a carpenter. I don't know if we're ever going to do it, but we could do it. And that's what counts. If we really wanted to. Okay, 41 planks. We can afford to trade some of that away now. We're also not producing scrolls fast enough. Do you need a second harpy working in here to help you out? I think you might. You're kind of slow. 3 minutes for newcomers. You're already single-staffed. Do I have a second harpy anywhere that I don't need? Yeah, one of you in a makeshift post, probably. There, get in there and help. Okay, how are we doing on tools? I would like to start opening caches. We're at 15. I want to manage my hostility so that I can open a couple more glades and maybe find a rain totem and maybe finally finish that deed. Mine is doing great. How much copper you have left? You're doing great stuff. Not worried about you in the slightest. We should maybe set a production limit on that though. Let's set it reasonably high. Sure. That's it. That's all we got the space for. What's the next glade we open, then? This one probably is closest. Next clearance, we'll go ahead and crack that. You're gonna come out like that, you'll come down like that. No one actually works there, so we can just mark the glade for opening right now. You are full because you are idle because we're at 114 and we're full on fabric and we're full on packs of crops. And you are idle because you're out of herbs to use in biscuits. We need... Oh, we're harvesting right now. Maybe you'll be fine, but no, because you're also out of herbs. We need a second herb garden. It's time. Get that in. And then this next newcomer wave, I want to see like 4 humans and maybe 1 beaver. And that would just be, that would be thrilling. I would be thrilled. You're doing fine with water. I don't... maybe there's times that you would want to use low strain. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I ever want to press that dial. Maybe it's just something you do when you have a ton of water and you really need to max the black rot. Maybe I need to think about it a bit more. Okay, 3 humans, 2 harpies. That's pretty close to what I asked for, so I'll take that. And you're idle as well. Okay. You're working. You are not really almost done with that. So you, I want you to just grow herbs here. Because herbs are clearly our limiting reagent right now. And then we can also put in some aesthetics decorations. We can also put in our comfort decorations. We're out of wood. Hang on. What? What did we use like 300 wood on? That's bad, because that means we're going to be out of coal relatively soon? No, we're at 95 coal. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought, but that's still an issue. The other issue? I set them to open this glade. Don't. Do not do that. That's a next year task. Sure. Sure. I do wish I had more than 1 slot. You're the one with tablets, so I kind of want to open you next. But it's whenever you get around to it, really. 4, 6... 6 and 7 is 13. And you're out of copper ore. Because I only have 3 people there. Where do I have spare beavers? Not seeing any currently. Maybe I can take one of you out of the geyser pump. I just want to go all in on this mine. I'd like to use planks for that. Harpy resolve is low, human resolve is... That's very bad. Why is that so bad? I guess because we're at 5? I could drop this to 4, but I don't really care. Ooh, 3-star scrolls is quite nice. Oh, that's where all of our wood went. You dummy. Is you started making scrolls at the clothier, and they were horrendously inefficient. Okay, we've answered this question. Then, yeah, give me scribe, because we're still not producing enough scrolls. That's crazy. I don't know, just stick it over here. And humans like working here. Don't make ale, don't make simple tools. Use fabric and use some pigment. Go to like 100. You don't even make scrolls anymore. And also, don't use your engine. We're probably going to hook this thing up instead. all it does is scrolls, but like maybe that's still important. I don't know. Anyway, get to work in there. Okay, still waiting on tools. We're approaching the point in the game where we're probably just going to lose people every storm. Unless we can really sort this education need out quickly. But even then, the services are only, what, plus 10? So it only put harpies at minus 6. Like, they'd still want to leave. Building them houses would put them at minus 5. Building them harpy houses would put them at minus 2. They'd still be miserable. So I'm just going to let them leave. We'll only lose 1 per season, and our impatience is not a problem. And then we can just accept more harpies when they come in as replacements. We can take their stuff that they show up with as well. You get out of here. You come in here. I think we're also just... I should have done this one. That's too late. I think we're also just at the point in this game where we're scaling. We're scaling into the end game. I like bed and breakfast, but it seems unnecessary at this point. I think I'd rather take friendly relations since we've been doing so much trading. And then open this glade for me. Now, what do we got? Skewers. People eat those, so I'm gonna save them. Biscuits. People eat those, so I'm gonna save them. Bricks. We use clay for those, so I'm gonna save them. No, I should just keep doing ones. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. Wood is starting to recover. This is also a good sign. Nature's healing. We have 3 rep points to go. We also haven't looked at any of our orders in a very long time. Yeah, that's going to happen almost immediately. So that'll be done. This we might actually have hit already. No, we're at 25. Unlucky. Alright, well, whatever. And then jerky and biscuits, it's unlikely. Use units, that's unlikely. I'll take this one. This is a small glade. I'm mad. Let's see what that is. And give me the second woodcutter too. Send him up. Send up the B team as well. Mine has no ore. Alright, fine. Use bricks for it. I don't love that because it's going to eat into our clay supplies, but... They do mine more clay, so it's kind of like it replaces itself. You're almost done, and then you don't have anything else to do. So I like that. You have 14 minutes to go, but like we can't find an encampment. I wish I had any kind of agency over what's happening in your life. But I don't. It's simply outside of my control. These packs of crops need to go to 25. Yeah, we have more than enough stuff to do that with. Small foragers camp has no deposits nearby. You have 1 more moss broccoli and then you're done. But what this does mean is we can fit a house in here. And then you, I just want you to show me what's inside this glade. We'll do like this, maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Okay, we have like 5 more glades we could still open. In search of the elusive rain totem. We've gained a reputation. We now have exactly 3 reputation to go. You're a small glade. That's a disaster. There's nothing in here even worth taking. New clothes is done, but I'm going to sit on it because Resolve is ticking a lot right now. At this point, we just kind of win if we don't do anything. So I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to open a couple of these glades. I'm going to spike our hostility, and when it starts to look really bad, then I'll just turn in a bunch of orders. You're still at 7. Have you just not hauled away? Yes. 12, 14, and 7 is 21. We will have enough to open that cache. That will give us these ancient artifacts. And with those ancient artifacts, we'll have 2 reputation in the bag. And then, I mean, I guess we could just, like... we could do that. It's good enough to finish agriculture. That should be fine. Newcomers 3 minutes. I'm probably going to take them just so I have more free builders to build stuff. So we only have 1 human working on it right now, so these roads are, you know, basically never going to get done. I don't know. Now that we're approaching the end of the first game, I have mixed thoughts on the blight mechanic. I like a lot of aspects of it, don't get me wrong. But I definitely think it needs a little more iteration to be a truly interesting mechanic. It's interesting now, but I can see it getting old, and there's also like a couple flaws with it. It just needs a little bit more time. A ghost. What do you need? Oh, we have that done already. Here, can I have your stuff? Yeah, okay, sure. Thanks for stopping by. Where do we go now? Up here, maybe? I do want to play a couple more games with it. I'm not just going to have an opinion based off of one game and go, this is the absolute truth that I've experienced. But my first impression is that I enjoy a lot of elements of it. But it's also just like a little weird sometimes. Also, maybe it's just because these buildings are idle right now, but I think it's kind of weird that they don't have an animation. I actually think it's because they're idle right now. Never mind. Why don't you have anything to do? Because you're cap on pickled goods. Well, one's a trader. 48 seconds? We can wait for it. And we have now won the game. New clothes and agriculture are both done. I'm still... well, no, I need people to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna crack a bunch of glades. If we find a rain totem, we find a rain totem. If we don't, we don't. Rain totem? No, this is the you're wealthy one. I'm scared of that. This is the last glade I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to finish the game. Actually, I could reach 2 at the same time. There. What do you need? You also want me to welcome new people. There's no people in the forest, my guy. They've all been welcomed. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. But, like, there's no one left here. We're the last people. Yeah, I don't need any of these, but thanks for coming by, though. Thanks for stopping to say hey, even though I, like, aggrieved one of your other traders or whatever. I didn't, like, mean it. Not really. Alright, new people. Sure, just get in here and build roads. Rain totem? No. This is an ancient burial site. 15 points for every 2 fallen trees. Oh, we'll also be skipping that. And then how about we come, like, down here? We open this one. And we could open that one. Oh, we could open these 2 as well. We could open that one as well. Hang on. We might open a couple more. Also, here's a storm geyser. If you were wondering what those look like. This has Citadel resources! Hang on. We need that food. I knew there was a reason to check these. Okay, you have nothing. We don't care. They could have one more beaver in here. Are you hauling right now? Like, what are you doing? Are you going on break? What is your malfunction? Do I have a second beaver I could get from somewhere? I should. The mine? Yeah, I'll take one out of the mine. You can come in here. I just want faster tree cutting. You, I'm pretty sure, are hauling right now, so... Nope, you're going for trees. So I'd really rather you go for, like, the tree I marked, but... I don't know, like, whatever you want to do, I guess. And now you're hauling. I don't understand anything anymore. Small Foragers Camp is done. It's too far. It's too much. It's too much work to click buttons right now. I'm just gonna watch it happen. Our impatience is fine. Nobody's even ticking resolve anymore. We can win whenever we want. Just, like, show me the rain totem. Also, this is an annoying bug. You can't make it go away once you've, like, accidentally moused over it. So I hope you enjoy looking at the rewards that we have for that deed. For that order. Rain totem? No. Wrong. Citadel resources? No. Wrong? No. Wrong. Everyone's very unhappy. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that I opened like 5 glades that season? Rain totem? No. You want us to rebuild a building? Probably not. Probably not gonna happen. I should report this is a bug after I'm done. If you mouse over the checkbox, then you can't make it go away. Maybe if I come in here? No, then it just sits there forever. We're gonna find this rain totem one day. And when we do, you'll remember where you were. There's so many trees down that way. The south of the map we're probably not going to open, but I'll open like all the crap over here because it's very easy to reach. You're all hauling, that's fine. You can do that, it's allowed. Just show me a rain totem. I don't think I'm asking for that much. Into Warbeast Cage? No, that's like the opposite of what I was hoping to see. So this was a Forbidden Glade, because they upgraded Warbeast to Forbidden Glade event rather than Dangerous Glade event. I luckily remember where that UI element is. So open that next. How are you guys doing up here? You're still carrying things away? Okay. Isn't there a deed to win after like 20 people have left? No, win a game after 20 villagers have died. Well, I can't see it because this UI element is in the way. I can't see my progress on it. It's... Although I don't know if leaving counts as dying, honestly. Hungry Mistworm? Nope, that's not the one either. Okay, how about up here? That's the last one up there. It's the second cookhouse, I think. Show me like Mist Piercer. No? Okay, that's fine. I'll guess I'll just die. Mist Piercer would have been real nice to see there. Something like that, roughly. Oh, there's another one over here. I didn't even see that one. New threat, hungry mistworm? Yeah, I know. I saw him. He gives me food! Hang on, he matters. Yeah. Yeah, just do it. He's gonna eat a bunch of our food, who cares? No Citadel resources, no Citadel resources. No Citadel resources, but you opened this glade, so why don't you come over here? Get in there. How are you doing down here? You've done nothing. Okay. Oh, you're hauling stuff away. That's fine. Firekeeper left doesn't matter. Also, I think we're going to win, because somehow people are still taking Resolve, even in this hellscape. That's fine, though. With any luck, we'll be able to finish these events and get a little bit of extra food for the Citadel. You guys hauling? You're hauling. You guys are cutting. Good. Get into this glade. I don't think we need these two trees, actually, now that I look at it. Although we might need that tree. We're going to need one more tree. That one. I wish you would chop the trees that I designated, rather than just, like, whatever tree you want. Because it's just, like, it's stuff that you don't need in your building. Oh, maybe he had a tree reserved, I guess, because he was walking all the way back from the hearth. That kind of makes sense. And up here, 2 charges. Down here, it's going to be close. Rain totem? No. How about nothing? How about a little bit of nothing for your time? And then here, let's go doop, 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 doop. That gives me small glade vibes, though. I know technically I can't tell because both Hungry Mistworm and the biome effects are in play, but it gives small glade energy, you know? Yeah, beavers are gonna tick and we're gonna win. Next game, for sure, Rain Totem. Hang on, I should see if they can actually finish Mistworm before I just give up. No, they're 2.5 minutes away. Nothing doing. Still though, 97 food, pretty good. Pretty good. That is an upgrade that we desperately need. And that's the end of the cycle. So, let's go buy an upgrade. I think these are new. I was looking at it earlier before we went live. I would have gotten these, I'm pretty sure. So it's embarkation bonuses have 20% more resources. You can start with a plantation, and then the delivery line. So I'm just going to grab this because it's the one that's lowest down. None of these are ultra powerful. Is this new, though? That might be new as well, because I thought the only thing up at this level was Queen's Patience. And then that's where we're going to be done. So that is first game of the Rainpunk upgrade. Overall, I had fun. I think the Rainpunk aspect is interesting. I'm looking forward to playing a couple more games with it, getting my head around it, seeing how it kind of changes the meta. But for now, that's where we're going to be done. Later tonight is going to be Guild Wars, and then if I've still got time after Guild Wars and don't feel like going to sleep, we're probably going to play a bit of Potion Craft. Otherwise, now that all these conference deadlines are behind me, we'll be looking at streaming a bit more over the weekend. But until then, I will catch you guys around. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend if I don't see you, and have a good one. Take care.